Hello boaters, welcome to Narrowboat Journeys. I've just left the visitor moorings at Hopwas on the Coventry Canal, and I'm heading now, going to go through the edge of Hopwas Hays Woods and then on to the little hamlet of Fisherwick, through the village of Whittington and then up to Huddlesford Junction, which is close to Lichfield. I used to use my old time-lapse camera to do rear-view camera shots, but I recently invested in a little action camera. It's not a GoPro, but it's considerably better quality than the old time-lapse camera I used. If you want to go and have a walk around Hopwas Woods, this bridge is the best way in there. Now they do use it for military training, and sometimes it will be closed to the public, but that's only for about 2 or 3 days a month, and there are signs and flags telling you when you can't go in. Also, if you search online for Hopwas Woods, you can find a timetable of military exercises, and you'll know really what days it's going to be closed. I did have a walk around there myself, but the trees are only just about coming into leaf now, so another month and it'll be beautiful in there. These woods are quite large, so I suggest you stick to the paths when you go in there. Also, on the very far side of the woods, it comes out back into fields again, and there was a huge pig farm there. There appears to be the remains of an old quarry in the woods. I wonder how old it is. This bridge more or less marks the end of the woods. And now we're back into open countryside again. Finally, a bit of sunshine. It's quite patchy, but the weather's definitely improving. Over to the left was a large wind turbine. I quite like to see them. Coming up on the left is a winding hole, There's no boaters' facilities on this stretch of the canal. And here's a field full of polytunnels. I think they had strawberries in them. Now I can remember this from 20 years ago, but the funny thing is my memory played a trick on me. I thought this field, with all the polytunnels, was in Polesworth, and when I got there it just looked completely different, so I was quite surprised when I saw it here. Around this sharp bend is a little hamlet called Fisherwick. There's nothing for the boater here. It's a long straight piece of canal with a road very close to the side of it. This is Whittington Bridge, and not surprisingly, it marks the beginning of the village of Whittington. The canal runs along the edge of the village, which has a lot of modern housing, and although not shown here, quite a lot of these houses had large outdoor cages with dogs in them, so I think dog breeding might be popular in this village. I don't know. So, what does Whittington have to offer the boater? Well, there's a couple of pubs and some shops. There's a co-op, there's a pharmacy, there's a Cantonese takeaway, and a post office. Oh, it's a bit tight getting through here. I managed it, of course. These are private long-term moorings along here. On the other side of this bridge, over to the left, is the derelict remains of the Worley and Essington Canal. There's only a little bit of it left, and it's currently being used as private moorings. I couldn't get a very good shot of it because I was busy steering the boat. So under the railway bridge we go. Now if you want to go to Lichfield, that's over to the left. You would cross over that bridge in front of us now, and it's only about 2.5 miles to the town centre. It is walkable, better if you've got a bike, but it's a great place to stock up. Immediately to the right of this bridge there's really quite a busy pub, very popular I think. I didn't go in there, and the visitor moorings are just after here. I think I'll moor around the other side of this corner. The road itself is fairly quiet, it's just a country lane, but I'd like to get away from it because of the cats. So I think in here would be quite useful. Nice little place to stop. And that's about it for this trip. Look at all that sunshine. What luxury. Time to let the cats out, I think. In the next trip I shall be moving almost to the very end of the Coventry Canal, very close to Fradley Junction.
Will you come in, Midge? Are you coming? Here he is. Come on then.
Thank you for watching. See you next time.